Hey friends, in this video we talk about arithmetic progression, which is also known as arithmetic sequence. So before knowing arithmetic progression, you should also be comfortable with sequences, which I have done in the last video. So what is arithmetic progression? So let's take a sequence, a generalized sequence. Let's say something like this: A1, A2, A3, A4, and so on. Let's say up till AN. Now each particular sequence should this particular sequence should follow a certain pattern. uh, which type of pattern? Let's say a2 a2 should be the sum of a1 with certain constant value, let's say d. So every term in this sequence should be a sum of a constant value with the previous term. Similarly, a2, if we add d with it with same constant value, we will get a3. a3, if we'll add this d, will get a4, and so on. Now अब हम क्या करेंगे, इस पर्टिकुलर सीक्वेंस को यहाँ पर हम कुछ इस तरीका से लिखेंगे, दैट इज a1 is equals to, while we can write a1 is equals to, obviously a1 is equals to a1 because we are not adding anything to it. Now what will be a2? a2 will be a1 plus d. Yes, we can write it like this. We can write a2 is equals to a1 plus d. Exactly. Now what we can write as a3 we can write it as a2 plus d, and further we can write it as a1 plus d, as we know a2 is equals to a1 plus d, and one more d over there. Now similarly, a4 can be written as a3 plus d, and a3 can be written as a2 plus d, and again a2 can be written as a1 plus d plus d plus d. Now the most important thing, we can see a pattern over there. What is the pattern? If we see this one, that is a2 is equals to a1 plus d. अगर हम a2 को देख रहे हैं तो a2 is equals to a1 plus d. It can also be written as a1 plus 1 into d. Exactly, because 1 into d is d. Now a3 can be written as we can see, a3 can be written as a1 plus 2 into d. Yes. Now a4 can be written as over there a1 plus 3 into d, as there are 3 d's. Now I hope you can see a pattern over there. यहाँ पर कैसा पैटर्न दिख रहा है हम लोग को? यहाँ 2 है, that is a2, और यहाँ पर 1 into d कर रहे हैं हम. यहाँ a3 है and we are multiplying 2 with d, that is now 4 अगर है यहाँ पे तो we are multiplying 3. So if we generalize this point, then what we can see is an. Let's say we are generalizing with an. We can write it as a1 plus n minus 1 into d. Yes. Now the point is that an is equals to a1 plus n minus 1 into d. Now let's go deep dive into this one. We can write, again we will write it as an equals to a1 plus n minus 1 into d. So what is this? This is known as the nth term of the sequence. Okay, this a1 can be written as a. तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, a1 नहीं लिखते हैं, a लिखते हैं इसको, and we have certain name of each term. So what are the names of the terms? That is, a is known as the first term. A is known as the first term. Now d is known as the common difference. And an is the nth term of the sequence. Nth term of the sequence. And n is certain integer greater than 1, greater than or equal to 1. What is n? Here we can take n greater than 1, because as we know that if a1 is always 1, we all know that a1 is always sorry, not 1, it is always a1 is always a. So we actually find the values from a2. So now let's write the sequence in this order, let's say. So what we get, as we know that a1, a2, a3 up till an, we know this is the sequence. Now we can write it as a1 as a, a2 as a plus d, a3 as a plus 2d, and up till a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is the arithmetic progression. This is we can known as arithmetic progression, or you can also say it as arithmetic sequence. So in the next video we'll talk about the sum of the arithmetic progression, that is how we can find the sum of this AP, that is arithmetic progression. If you have doubt in this particular video, then you can comment down below, and thanks for watching.